Hello, London Jeans. I'm coming to perform at 21 Soho, May 9th in London, England. Tickets at ChristinaPOnline.com. Get them now.
This week on Your Mom's House, I think the real lesson is what made you laugh at 10 is what makes you laugh the rest of your life.
Yeah,
that's
the
really,
blueprint is there. Will you be doing VR on the plane?
You're going to be that guy?
Like in the terminal, like
down.
Yeah, we knew what you meant.
Everybody knew what you meant.
Not a person in here was like, she's talking about her veg.
Welcome to Your Mom's House.
This episode is brought to you by Saatva. Go to Saatva, SAATVA.com/the shit and get $200 off any mattress of your choice.
Fucking Chinese.
Welcome to another episode of Your Mom's House podcast. I'm T-Buns. She's Christine.
Yep.
And we've got a jam-packed show for you today. Real excited to get into it.
Hey. What's really cool is your new soundboard.
Soundboard working, yeah.
You know what, though? If there's one thing I know about you, you like to push buttons. Are you stoked to push buttons in a whole new way?
Annie, are you excited about your upcoming basketball game?
This shit is big time.
Yeah, I'm stoked. This shit's big time.
This shit should be easy.
Yeah, can't wait. I'm so stoked. I'm excited.
You've been really pumped about this.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about at home.
Yeah.
It's been good.
What's the level way? Like, what about
I don't know. I love competition.
Yeah.
I really like basketball. You know, it's just a fun one. I think I'm just kind of geeked up on it. I like it.
And who's your money going to be on?
Well, I don't endorse gambling.
No, we can gamble. You cannot. Don't look at us with those dumb eyes.
The truth is the smart money is on Ryan because he's a more experienced basketball player. But Henny's just kind of he's a fucking roll of the dice on this stuff, you know? I don't know.
Henny's got personality, chutzpah, and the right attitude. And sometimes you can get by on that determination.
You can, not always on the court, but it's good for life.
I'm with you, Henny. My money's on you, bro.
I appreciate you, baby.
I want you to go to Turkey and get those dreads.
Oh, yeah.
That's
that I
really
do want.
why.
I really want you to get your dreads, too.
But I want him to go to Turkey.
Me, too.
I can't believe y'all said yes to that. I was just top of my head, like, what's something where you'd actually try? I'm like, I'd like my hair back, I guess. You're like, okay. I'm like, what the? Are you serious?
Yeah, that's how because this is the stuff that excites me.
But doesn't that motivate the shit out of you? Like, haven't you been practicing now every day?
I'm not gonna.
Oh my God.
I get high a lot. I got stuff to do. You know what I'm saying?
See, this is no.
Yeah.
Because I ain't going out like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you got to do practice, man. You're talking about practice. Because
You
I've
need
been
to.
watching the show that Dr. Drew is on, Special Forces.
Yeah.
Kate Gosselin, spoiler alert, gets voted off or gets kicked off the show first. And you know why?
Why?
Her fucking attitude is a crybaby pussy attitude.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm scared. I've got a negative Nancy. And I'm telling you, like, so much of it is attitude. And that's what I'm learning watching Special Forces is that, 90% of this is your attitude.
What's up with her hair there? What is it?
She's into cornrows now.
She has cornrows?
Yeah.
That's not hilarious to you?
You of all people love white girls with cornrows.
I wouldn't say I love them. I say I've noticed them.
No, she's just braiding her hair for the show because you're in Special Forces. So you can't have your hair down in your face.
I mean, very retarded.
Yeah.
So her attitude from like the minute she gets there, and she's very self-aware. To her credit, she'll be like, I'm the kind of person where if I don't like something, I just complain out loud. And we're like, oh, we know, Kate. We loved you on the show because of that. The whole time she's like, it's hot. I'm scared.
Who else is there?
I can't.
Who's that in the who's that right there?
He's a former NBA player. Is that Dwight?
That's Dwight Howard?
Yes.
He's not even former.
I thought he was retired. Is he in it still?
Yeah, I think he's playing.
He's still in the league.
I mean, he's amazing. His attitude is amazing.
Well, he's like, I mean, that's a world-class,
he's amazing, and he's
rare
huge.
athlete. Yeah.
But here's the deal, which is really interesting about the show, is that sometimes size, your physical stuff, it doesn't matter. Because
Well-
the smallest girl ends up getting, you know what I mean? Sometimes will win the thing because of your mindset.
Well,
That's what I'm saying, Annie.
Real special forces guys are not built like Dwight Howard, or even like how you see in movies. Most of them are like 5'8", 5'9", 160 pounds. 100
Really?
Yeah, that's what the most real Green Berets, Rangers. See, they're super lean. They're usually not very tall. It's rare to have a 6'1", 6'2" special forces guy. They're usually shorter than that. Yeah.
I am obsessed with special forces.
Because they can, the thing about them is they can just go for like whether it's running and swimming. So people who have that type of endurance are usually very lean, you know, and they're not huge builds.
Big, bulky. Because spoiler alert, there's one thing where they have
How many
them-
times are you going to say it? It's fucking, you're killing me.
I have to, because otherwise these clowns. Okay, see him on those strings. They have to like traverse.
Yeah.
Right. So if you're a huge guy like that,
He's
eventually
massive, yeah.
the weight of you, like your arms start burning, your legs, like that is a detriment. So I kind of understand what you're saying here.
Yeah.
You should be smaller. Look, if I don't say, spoiler alert.
I think you're good after you said it 3
These
times.
jerks go, oh, they all start laughing like I'm R word. I have to say it.
Okay.
Before I reveal a thing, right?
Okay.
That's how you say it. You taught me how to say spoiler alert.
Well, right, because normally you'd be like, she got voted off in the first episode. Spoiler alert.
So that's what I'm saying. So they told
shamed
me
you into this. I
that I have
understand.
to say it before I say the thing.
You know what?
What?
It's okay.
I know, but I feel like I am stupid on a lot of things. I've admitted I don't give a fuck about crocodiles versus alligators.
Oh, there's another one today,
Cheetah-
but go ahead. There's
is.
a new, yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I don't know the difference between cheetahs and leopards. It's fine.
You
No,
got
I learned it now.
100%.
I know, but I did not. I failed the crocodile.
You
challenge.
failed that, but you got 100% on cheetahs versus leopards. 100 A++. You got a full ride to alligator or to cheetah leopard university.
Cheetah leopard university.
Yeah. Don't beat yourself up. You did a great job.
Where all they do is talk about the differences.
That's all they do, and you could be the new professor. Yeah.
Guys, let's look at pictures. Cheetahs or leopards?
All right. Let's open the show. You ready?
I'm so ready.
Let's do it.
Pamela Birch Fort, Florida State Conference of NAACP branches, waves in opposition. Anita Dick is an opponent. Waves in opposition. Holden Hiscock is also an opponent. Waves in opposition.
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura. And
Christina Pajitsin.
welcome to your mom's house.
Anita Dick.
It's so funny to watch Republicans do it too. It makes me happier.
And he's like so serious.
Yeah.
Looking
I
around.
need a dick.
Need a dick here?
Holden Hiscock.
Yeah, they got him. They got him. And I feel like there's a wider frame version of this where you can see that girl to his left, our right, kind of go like she knows immediately. I swear I saw it. She was like, they got you. And he's very like, where is holding his cock?
Holden Hiscock.
Never not funny.
I know. We
Never
did this
not
shit.
funny.
The first time someone does this, you're like in 5th grade. Somebody does this and you're like,
It's so good.
it's really great.
Well, there was a clip that we posted on our Instagram of us calling Top Dog, and you were like, Top
yeah.
Dog, you know what you need? Some Up Dog.
Yeah. He's like, what's up, dog? He said it like that too. What's up, dog?
And you're like, nothing much. What's up with you, dog?
And like, that's like a 4th grade joke.
That's
okay.
the point. It's
Yeah.
the best. 4th grade jokes are the best. Can I tell you what I've laughed at like my whole life?
Yeah.
There's a few things. Number one, the word diarrhea. Just see, even just talking about like the word diarrhea, the concept of diarrhea makes me laugh all the time.
Yeah.
The word retarded is always funny. It's always been funny, especially if you're raised in the 80s.
Ta-ta there, retard.
Like, I'm saying that we started saying that word in like second grade, and it's never not made me laugh.
Yeah. It's a
And
good
then
one.
like the word dyke sometimes makes me laugh because it's so aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like the gays.
Yeah. That's also a very funny thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny. Like,
I think
it
the real
still
lesson is
tickles
what
me.
made you laugh at 10 is what makes you laugh the rest of your life.
Yeah.
That's
the
really
blueprint is there.
That's the blueprint. Yeah.
Yeah. And thank God my dad watched, like, we watched really off color stuff growing up, like Cheech and Chong and Eddie Murphy all the time in the house. So I grew up on really, I think, great comedy.
Yeah.
And it served me well.
I mean, you're a comedian.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you forgot, huh?
What did your family think was super funny growing up? Were they lame as shit?
Yeah. I mean, Top Dog was just like he was old school American.
Yeah.
He liked on the nose. He didn't like nuanced, subtle stuff. I think things that like silly, like that shit really wasn't. It was just like, it had to be pretty
A hard
straight,
joke.
hard
Like
joke.
Bob Hope type
Set
of.
up, punt. Yeah. Real clear.
My wife is a real piece of shit.
Yeah. Oh, you
killed her.
Remember when we called him, we did the blonde jokes?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true.
So
Yes.
that shit to him was like that kid,
The height.
But I also think that goes back to probably the same thing we just said.
Yeah.
When he was 10, somebody was like, blondes are dumb.
Yeah.
And then someone tells one of those jokes and you laugh hysterically. Fast forward 50 years, still thinks it's the funniest thing.
I know.
He didn't laugh. Well, I'll give him credit. He didn't laugh at like sitcoms.
Yeah.
So like that's a big plus. Like shit that my mom and sister are like, ha ha ha, like fucking CBS sitcoms where you're like,
Wait, did they really LOL?
yeah, they really laughed.
What was the funniest show to your mom and your sisters?
Dude, they laughed at all of them. They laughed every time I walk in. They're sitting there. I hear a laugh, and I walk in, and it's like, whatever, my wife and kids kind of show where you're like, you know what I mean, like How I Met Your Mother and shit. And they're like slapping their legs, and I'm like, yeah, Two and a Half Men, all that shit. Where I'm like, I get it's entertainment. Like we should all, let people be entertained, but they'd laugh along with the show.
Gut busting.
Oh, and I'm like, and then they go, oh, is this not funny enough for you? I'm like, no, enjoy. I mean, that shit, I was like, that's wild.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I will give it
that's
to my
why
parents.
It's kind of what makes
They
you feel
didn't
like an
that.
alien, I think.
Yeah.
What makes you laugh versus what makes other, like, you know what I mean? Like if
Oh,
you go,
Well, yeah. Who are you talking to? The audience that look. People listen to this. People listen to your mom's house and don't admit to listening to your mom's house, right?
True, yeah.
Isn't there a reason? It's kind of like we're a secret society of degenerates.
well, I mean,
That's why it's so fun.
they want to see a guy come in and be like, where's my cereal? And then that's what like my mom and sister would laugh at. And I want to see someone get hit by a car
I
and
know.
launched 30 feet across the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to talk about coming in space and barfing in space and like
that's what makes me laugh. So I guess we are
Same.
different.
yeah, different,
We're all a little different.
different. My stepdad, what?
That's just, you're like, why did you put the K backwards on your design? He's like, different. So I just love that.
My stepdad, rest in peace, my Indian stepdad.
Yeah.
Fucking loved Jay Leno's monologues.
Wild.
Not that they weren't, they were really well written, and Jay
Yeah,
Leno's
they are.
obviously very funny, but like, I mean, he just was so geeked out every night. He would stay up and wait for that monologue. He just
Yeah, I
loved
mean,
it. He loved Leno.
Leno did something though. He made a choice when he took the job.
Yeah.
So the decision he made was, I want to appeal to the broadest audience.
Mm-hmm.
So like he could have done edgier stuff, but he really did consciously make the choice.
Oh, yeah.
And then the result was his show was number one.
Oh, yeah.
So
And-
it is a decision really.
And I heard that when he got the Tonight Show, that he was like the #1 touring headliner
Kit crushed.
in the country. So he was already hugely
And
successful.
doing an edgier act, by the way, than people know him as.
Right.
That's the difference. Is like, that's what I'm saying why he could have. He did an
chose.
edgier show in clubs.
Well, isn't that how in the beginning of our careers, you had to make that choice.
Yeah.
Because of the
Why are
FCC.
you cursing so much,
Yeah.
they would say.
And people would always tell, especially you and me,
Yeah.
you can't work blue because if you work blue, you're never going to get on television. You're never going to
Yeah.
get the specials. And like, thank God for the internet. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and then we got to a place where, you know, I'm glad we didn't listen.
That big black cock.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Dude, I could, because I don't know if I can hold it in, you know?
No, I couldn't.
No fucking way I could pretend to be normal. No way.
I'd be suicidal if I had done like the clean act route.
Oh my.
Yeah.
What would
No,
you
they'd
even
probably,
talk about?
Instead of me talking about wanting to murder a barista, there would be a stack of bodies. And I'd be out there with my super clean act. You know?
I know. Because the
You ever think about raisins are actually just dried up grapes?
a cookie
Yeah.
is just a cracker with sugar. Who didn't know? Yeah. It's horrible.
And I'd be like,
But-
you know how many racks this guy is?
It's so true. It's so true. Well, because comedians are very angry people. That's why we've channeled it into a higher form. We're usually pretty seething on the inside.
Of course.
It's got to go somewhere.
I have so much rage right at the surface, you know? And then, I mean, really, I really do.
No, I know.
And
We all
then
know.
It's like,
We've seen it on the show.
but like,
There are days.
I do channel it in a healthy way, which is
yes.
by saying the things that I feel like I shouldn't say, you
Yep.
know? But if I repress that, you know, there's a bunch of felonies on I
couldn't do
I don't know.
it. I can barely pass as normal, like in the mom world.
Yeah.
It's very hard for me to hold it together. I have
For
a
sure.
very hard time.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah.
It's not a big secret.
I don't like it.
It is the people you first meet, but I know what's going on.
Did I tell you what? Well, I'll tell the audience. So I joined this women's book club.
Yeah.
And I was like, this shit's boring. I don't like it. I'm fucking bored. So I basically, like a year later, I was like, how about we just do drunk bingo instead?
Yeah.
And they're like, what's drunk bingo? I'm like, just get drunk, play bingo.
Yeah.
So much
You
better.
switched it. Of course it's better.
So much more fun now. Because then they really let loose, these menopausal broads. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's way more fun. They talk shit about their husbands and about the problems they have. I love it. What? Oh, were you post-traumatic stress syndrome because you were up all night fighting for America's freedom? I know. Look at those eye bags. You stressed out?
Yeah,
Little
I'm stressed
PTSD?
out. Yeah. Well, I fucking sacrifice so you can fucking enjoy your life here.
Guys,
I was in Fallujah, for fuck's sake. I was
fighting
taking
for
care.
freedom.
Yeah. So you can tell your jokes. All right.
Guys, my worst
I did an
nightmare.
evac. Fucking 6 guys. I took him out. All right. I was on a fucking oil tanker.
Mm-hmm.
There's Bulgarians on the ship. Who knows what else? And who fucking saved the day? Me.
So, in case you haven't figured out what's happening, on Where My Mom's At, I talk about vag dryers, and the top vag dryer for me is what, Nadav?
Men who play video games.
And
Wow.
what's even a notch above just men who play the video games?
Oh, with VR?
Yeah. Who opened his Christmas gift?
These dots are connecting.
Yeah, and so
I wouldn't even say it's VR. I'd say I'm really there.
emotionally, you have been.
I talked to a couple vets, and they told me that I basically have done the same thing they did. I was in Russia yesterday.
I know.
In a snow-covered valley.
Yep, I know, babe. I don't know if this is a good path for you to go down.
Oh, the
You're
path,
a little traumatized.
Please. You're fucking traumatized.
So not only is my 7-year-old into Roblox now, and I get to hear about the fun of Roblox, now I get to hear about Fallujah and oil tankers. This is not the first time I've heard about his battles on an oil tanker with the Bulgarians.
I'm a fucking specialist. I'm a marksman. Yeah. I got frag grenades. I got it all.
Frag?
Yeah.
What's a frag grenade?
Don't worry about it. You wouldn't understand. I'm there for my guys is the point. I hope you enjoy your fucking makeup that
My
you get
freedom.
to wear.
Yeah. Okay, Tom. Or how many guys are in your platoon, your squad? What is it? Are you special forces?
Yeah, of course I'm fucking special forces.
Well, that's why you knew so much earlier, huh?
I've been training. What do you think we do half the day? Think we just go out on missions? We're training all the time.
Okay. So you've discovered this. What is this game you're playing?
Game? You think it's a fucking game? This is life and death.
He's so traumatized. He really comes out of there and I have to like massage your shoulders and you're like intensely in battle.
It's called Onward. Jesus.
Do you have a call sign? What's your call sign? Do you talk to other nerds while you play this game?
You mean other patriots?
Stop it. You're talking to other nerds when you're doing this?
Patriots?
Oh my God. What's your name? Your call sign?
Call sign.
Isn't that what it's called? I don't
Jesus
know.
Christ.
It's called the call sign, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, what is your special forces name?
Honestly, can I tell you the truth?
Yeah.
It's classified.
Oh, shit. Okay. I got you, dude. All right. So what is this? You go on missions and you kill Taliban or what?
Yeah.
Good.
You do.
Okay.
Okay? Yeah.
Is that Afghanistan? Looks like the Helmand province. Is that where you were?
It looks like a bazaar in Morocco. I don't know.
You have bad memories there?
Yeah, I'd rather not relive them.
Okay. Okay.
Can we move on?
Okay, sorry. I think you should talk to
Do
somebody.
you guys have one? Do you have one?
Yeah, I've played it. It's a fun game.
It's a fun game.
Yeah.
What's your
We should
call
squad
name?
up, just saying.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, you guys should squat. Your nerds can jack your dongs together. I mean, great. A lot of you can be fucking losers together and waste your time. Sounds great. But the difference, can I tell you some real talk? And I know I talk a lot of shit. If you're listening to where my mom's at, I do talk a lot of shit about video game playing and adults.
Yeah.
Particularly men. You've earned the right.
Thanks.
Because you're very, very successful.
Oh,
and
thanks.
I think you're exempt from my
Well,
contempt
I get
of
what
video
you're
game
I get what
players.
you're saying because if you had like no job and somebody got you one of these,
Oh my God,
you
it'd
can
be
just
over.
escape and not try life. I get that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one of the advantages of it is that no, seriously,
Okay.
it has a horrible battery life.
Oh,
So
that's good.
it's kind of abysmal. So as soon as like the battery starts to go, I go, that's a good sign to just take it off, you know?
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, they don't have it doesn't have, hopefully the next iteration will have a great battery life. But it is a nice decompressor, I think.
I think so. I think it's
Yeah.
a way to regulate yourself
Yeah.
and have some fun with your other
Have you done the
nerds.
spacewalk? The
Yeah.
spacewalk is fucking incredible.
Yeah, I used to be
That's
super
fun.
into VR. I could give you a whole list of fucking army games that you could do.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What
I
about
wanna
other stuff
play
like
now.
the space, like that shit, the documentary where you're like
That's
in
cool.
space is wild.
There's a whole bunch of so there's a space escape room where you're like an astronaut in like the ISS.
But you know which one I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
It's like it's the real footage that they shot up there.
There's also like an experience where you're like at the Mariana Trench and you're seeing all these crazy like underwater
That'd be cool,
creatures.
too.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I'll
I
send
wanna
you
do
a list
that.
of stuff.
Okay.
It's the Mount Everest one that's pretty neat.
Okay.
Christina, you should get into VR.
Yeah, my pussy couldn't get drier right now. Like,
Well, I'll tell you right
I'm
now,
great, guys.
just to be real clear, get your fucking own because you're not. Yeah, I'm pretty.
I got it. You know what?
I got a travel pouch for it too, so I can come on the road.
Good. Enjoy your VR. You know what the irony is? Like you're in Berlin
Yeah.
and you're like, hold on, gotta
yeah.
get out of this reality.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you're in the most interesting cities coming up, and you're like, no thanks. Gotta fight this war.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to leave my fucking brothers behind.
Can I tell you something? Can I ask you a question? Seriously? Can you make eye contact? Does it ever stress you out being in that game? Doesn't it give you like anxiety? Because can you get really blown up and stuff?
No, it gives you anxiety that you're going to fuck something up. Like this particular game, there's a lot of like, like motor skill stuff you have to do. For instance, like drop the magazine, grab it from your pouch, put it in.
Oh god. That would be over.
like release the whatever it's called on the gun. Like you do all that, so you're panicked about doing that fast enough, and then you lose, and you're like, "Fuck, I want to do." So you want to get better at like anything. You go if you like it, you go, "I want to do it again." So I get better at the skill set, just like playing golf and you just go like, fuck. Then you hit it clean and you're like, oh, that felt good. I want to do it again. Right.
I know. I get worried about young boys playing this because what if they want to join the military because of that? They're like, this is so cool.
That's not how it works.
And you're like,
that's not how it works. I don't, it's like,
don't think so?
No, you separate the it's a fan. You realize you're in a fantasy.
Not if you're 16 or 15, do you?
Yeah, you still do.
I just don't want people going to the military.
We played all those games when we were in high school.
You did?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just don't want my kids playing it then.
But we played them and none of us joined the military because we're pussies.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. As long as my sons are pussies, it's fine.
By the way, I spent a lot of time with your sons. They're not going in the military.
Okay, good. With my sons.
Yeah.
You mean your children?
They're your kids.
They're not. They're not. They're cool. Like, no, I mean like they're not inclined that way.
No.
They're not. They're not.
No.
I know. Can I tell you something? I used to babysit this kid across the street, Brandon, like when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
And that little boy was playing military from the time I knew him. I mean, he was always shooting guns and pretending. Yeah. And of course, he went into the Marines.
Yeah,
and became a
this
career
is all who
military
you are.
guy.
It's in your wiring.
I know. You can't do anything about it. It's just like the gays. If they're going to be gay, that's
They're
fine.
just
if they're going to go to
gay.
the military,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah. Here, this made me laugh.
It's super frustrating that there's even a difference between traveling as a straight-sized person versus a plus-size person. Traveling in general is difficult. In addition to, being removed from the comforts of your own home, you're also thrown in this like little wrench of like, oh, also you may be not able to fit all the places.
Well, yeah.
Wait, she called them straight
size person.
Because a straight size implies like sexual stuff. That's weird.
I've never heard straight
sized.
What
is that a popular term in the? You mean normal size?
First time I'm hearing.
Straight sized.
It's because they don't want to use the word normal.
Oh,
it's like normal
what it
size is
signifies?
implying that she's not normal,
Well,
and
she's
she
not.
is.
Right.
Yeah.
You're straight sized.
Straight size. If you have an upcoming summer trip abroad, my go-to travel hack is Babbel. Whether you're a seasoned traveler or embarking on your first adventure, communication is key to fully experience a new culture. And that's where Babbel comes in. Babbel is the language learning app that sold more than 10 million subscriptions. Thanks to Babbel's addictively fun and easy bite-sized language lessons, there's still time to learn a new language before you reach your destination. My house is a Spanish house. My children are learning Spanish. My husband speaks it, and now I'm on board with Babbel. And what I love is that you only need 10 minutes to complete a lesson, so you can start having real-life conversations in as little as 3 weeks. Babbel's expertly crafted lessons are built around real life. You learn how to have practical conversations about travel, relationships, business, and more. Start your new language learning journey today with Babbel. And right now, get up to 55% off your subscription when you go to babbel.com/mom. That's babbel.com/mom for up to 55% off your subscription. Babbel, language for life. We have such a hardworking team here at YMH Studios, particularly smart Chad. Boy, does that guy grind it out. When every person, moment, and penny counts in your business, you can't afford to take any of them for granted. Stamps.com gets it because for the last 25 years, they've been helping businesses like yours save time and money so you could focus on your business. Knowing Stamps.com has all your postage needs covered with premium discounts and great rates. With Stamps.com, all you need is a computer and a printer. They even send you a free scale, so you'll have everything you need to get started. If you need a package pickup, you can easily schedule it through your Stamps.com dashboard. And if you sell products online, Stamps.com seamlessly connects with every major marketplace and shopping cart. Set your business up for success when you get started with Stamps.com today. Sign up at Stamps.com/mom for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and free digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com/mom.
Never heard that.
May I bring up a stupid thought that I had?
Yeah.
You know how they do sizes like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10?
Yeah.
Why come they can't just do all the sizes?
What do you mean?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why every second size?
That's a good question. I don't know.
It's very annoying for me.
We just all accepted that that's the...
Yeah.
Yeah.
See that shit? Fucking just blew your mind up, huh?
I don't know if it was that much. There's some designers that do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should.
Like within their clothing line.
Right.
Single digit
Yeah,
sizes.
they should do that in all the clothing sizes.
I think Ted Baker and James Purse, I think they do just straight
Those
numbers.
are Brits, though. I think that's the British sizing system.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Okay, let's hear what this fat chick's complaining about. She's like, I'm super fat and I can't do stuff on fats. Like, well, yeah, you're too fat to do those
I just
things.
recently went on a cruise, and you would think
that I'd eat all the
all
food.
of the excursions would have body inclusive accommodations.
No, they won't.
But there was like 3 or 4 excursions that had weight limits.
Probably
if you
for
were
your
over 350
safety.
pounds, you couldn't attend this excursion. I
Jesus.
feel like if you're physically able to walk a certain amount of miles, why like you wouldn't be able to participate in these excursions?
Well, what if they take you ziplining or something?
I know a lot of the plus size community worries about like toilets that don't have a stand at the bottom that are kind of just like hanging on the wall. There's like beach loungers, like the plastic ones that like bend super easily. And I remember sitting down on it and being like, oh my gosh, if I break this, like I will be so sad just because I want to enjoy my beach time. And I don't want to have to worry about, is something going to be able to like hold my weight for an extended period of time?
Well, you should worry about that. That's what I mean. That's something that it's reasonable to worry about that because you're a very plus size person. And once you're over a certain weight, you have to go, am I going to break this?
Yeah.
It's just like if I sit in a kid's chair, I have the same thought. I'm like, am I too heavy to sit in this?
Mm-hmm.
But you're so, plus sized that if you sit in straight sized equipment, you got to think about that too. The other thing you could think about is how you could reduce your size,
Well, no, but she's upset that the chairs aren't stronger and the toilets aren't stronger and the airplane accommodations aren't better for her.
But those are all
It's a
made for the
silliness.
majority of the population. you
Right.
know?
That's not 350 pounds or whatever.
I mean, she thinks that 350 being the ceiling for some of these excursions is too low. What the fuck do you want them to be?
That's
there
a
should
lot.
be no limit. I mean, what are you talking about? That's insane.
Well, because doesn't it become a liability too? Like if she's too big, she can't keep up with the rest of the people.
Well,
They're
she's
climbing
saying
pyramids and
that,
stuff. You
like,
can't do it.
I mean, first of all, the reason they're doing the weight limit for sure is safety.
And liability.
It's like it's an excursion. Like, hey, we're going to parasail.
Yeah.
What do you weigh? 375. It's like, well, we'd like to keep the boat intact, so maybe, we got to set a limit for this.
Yeah, it's fascinating how this all became the opposite day. It's like, why
crazy.
isn't the world accommodating my disgusting overweightness versus the other way around?
Well,
this is a lot of overweight, and we both listen. You and I we've had our ups and downs with weight stuff, but like,
yeah,
that's
of course,
a lot, and that's not even
have
good
been
for you.
uncomfortable. Just like I've been in places where I'm like, fuck, like I don't feel comfortable in this chair. I'm too fat, right? And then what you do is you just sit in your sadness, and you make a decision. You go, I think I'm going to eat right now because of how sad I feel, or you go, I don't like feeling like this, right?
Yeah.
And also, there's no like, there's no debate about whether you're too big at that point.
This is
that's
too big.
This is the illusion of today's world where they go like, the thing is, I'm good at this life. No, you're not. You're not. There is no debate. If you talk to any doctor, any wellness person, anybody in medicine, and also any objective pair of eyeballs who goes like, what's going on? They all would go, oh, you need to lose,
Or they're like, I love my body. Like, no, you don't. There's no fucking way. There's no way you enjoy being this fat.
No, you don't. You're a house. And,
it doesn't feel good.
And there's a reason why you're running into like chairs that are too small, chairs that might break, toilets that are going to rip off the wall, excursions that you're not welcome on. It's because you're way too fucking big. You're way too big. Stop acting like you're not too big. You're too big.
Too big.
And you're not too big like Dwight Howard. You eat too much. You're eating too much.
You eat too much.
Yeah,
Too much food.
And I've had that. Look, I've had it said to me. No, too much food. You eat. That's too much for one person. I've had it said to me. Okay. You order too many people. So I've had it said to me.
Yeah, we have it. I remember it in Redondo.
Yeah.
We used to get shamed by how much we ordered together.
Stop eating now.
Yeah, stop eating now.
So
But here's the thing too, and here's the other part to this, is that this is her mental addiction. This is her addiction, right? We're just seeing somebody's addiction on the outside. Food is her addiction. So if she were a junkie, let's say doing heroin, and she's like, why come they don't have clean needles for me when I go into the bathrooms of these hotels? They should have my gear ready. They should have spoons and lighters. It's like, no, baby, this is not healthy for you.
Stop. And here's the thing. The fact that somebody will waste the energy, this is what this type of person will do. They'll waste the energy on spinning how it is where they want, like they are happy with their, and it's not, and it's like, no, it's not. You're not good with it. And it's not as simple as calorie surplus and calorie deficit and how much you're exercising. There's a deeper issue, which is why
she's got that weight.
Exactly. And that's what you need to explore.
But
and nobody needs to make toilets that can handle 700 pounds. Like, that's unreasonable.
Yeah,
you know?
The world is not going to change for you. You must change.
Yeah, I mean,
I genuinely believe that airlines is the biggest frustration when it comes to plus size accommodations. When we're flying next to other people, my husband and I try really hard to be as small as we possibly can, but you can only do so much to make yourself small. One of the biggest worries that people have as a plus size person is having to ask in front of other people that they don't know for a seatbelt extender. Well, then people would rather put their life at risk and not wear a seatbelt versus embarrass themselves by asking for a seatbelt extender.
Yeah, exactly.
You should be embarrassed. It's embarrassing.
Absolutely shameful.
Yeah, it's embarrassing.
I would rather ride a bike across the country than ask for a seatbelt extender.
What about a boat? Can they ride on boats
without a seatbelt extender? Yeah, you can. Sure.
Like,
if it's a big enough boat. Yeah.
Go by ship.
I mean, I wouldn't try a canoe, but I would, you could get on
like
a ship.
a big ship, like the QE or whatever.
Yeah, but like
QE2.
You should. It's fucking crazy.
I wish that there was a way that even if like on the reservation, we could say,
I'm fat.
I would prefer this type of chair, or I would prefer this type of accommodation. When you're making a reservation on an airline, I think that there should be a way to select that you want a seatbelt extender. And then that seatbelt extender should just be sitting on your seat when you get there. Hire people that are different sizes to come to your restaurant and sit in different places so that you're accommodating people of all different sizes. Accommodations need to be made. People want to travel, and we shouldn't be seen as the problem.
Oh my fucking God.
It's really crazy that's...
It's fucking insane. And you can't, I've seen people ask for seatbelt extenders very discreetly. You can, as you're walking on, you can be like, can I have
And by the way, most of those flight attendants, when they look at you, they know. They're like...
They know you need one.
Yeah, and they'll like kind of under... I've seen them give it to the person under, like...
Yeah.
I know it's not going to close on you. So they just...
But she's treating this like it's a disability. Like, you should have a box. Like, do I need a wheelchair? Like, no.
Try to make ourselves as small as possible. No, you don't. No, you really don't.
She's talking like, I just squished my arms together. Yeah, but then buy a first class ticket if you're going to take up more space.
There's a way to make yourself smaller. Put the fucking fork down.
Skip a meal.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Jesus Christ. But you can't tell people this anymore. You can't be like, stop eating.
You know,
stop.
People think it's crazy to talk like that.
And you know what's interesting?
That's what's crazy, is that people think saying to someone who's 400 pounds,
stop being fat.
Yeah, stop eating so much. They're like, hey. Like, you're 400 fucking pounds, man.
I know. Meanwhile, Gwyneth Paltrow is getting shamed for drinking bone broth and eating healthy paleo and doing yoga for 8 hours. It's like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'd take Gwyneth Paltrow any day over this horse shit.
This is pretending that this is normal is what's crazy.
Yeah.
That is the craziest thing of all.
Yeah, she's right. We should be accommodating.
Yeah, I mean, look, I do think she makes one good point. I do think she makes a good point.
What?
I think when you make an airline reservation, you should be able to say, I think that's actually...
I'm super fat, yeah.
Yeah, I'm big as fuck, and I need a seatbelt. And then they could leave that on your seat. Yeah. I think that's reasonable.
That's reasonable, yeah.
And like, yeah, you don't need to have...
But you should have to check a box that says, I'm big as fuck.
Yeah.
Give me a seatbelt extender.
Yeah.
Just to shame you.
Yeah.
That's what it should say.
I'm 2 people's size. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. This is absolute bananas.
She is 2 people's sizes. Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's like...
She was like, can you believe this excursion has a 350-pound limit. A lot of the excursions were like, we don't allow over 350. The size of an NFL offensive tackle is our limit. She's like, what the fuck are we supposed to do out here? It's like,
how much does a baby elephant weigh? I'm curious. I think this is close, no?
I have no idea.
Let's see. Oh, she weighs more than a baby elephant.
That's
is 250
they give
pounds.
birth. That's a newborn. That's a newborn. And then they drink 2 to 3 gallons of milk a day. How much does a 1-year-old weigh?
Or a rhino.
Yeah.
God.
930 pounds. Yeah. To 1,400 pounds. That's a 1-year-old. 1,400 pounds. So basically,
damn, dude.
2 airline people. Yeah.
2 airline passengers.
Yeah.
Or maybe, you know what? She's got, okay, so let's flip this. Maybe she's got a point. So like maybe they should start an airline or a travel service or a travel company just for severely obese people.
Well, here's the thing. It's not a bad idea. This is all going to be cost prohibitive.
Of course.
Everything that she wants done for her can be accommodated for, but you have to pay for it.
Yes.
The reason that seat sucks because it's small, because it's supposed to.
You're an economy.
They want to maximize the amount of people that can fly. So yeah, that seat's going to be. You want a bigger seat, you could pay for the bigger seat.
Mm-hmm.
You want reinforced, concrete lounge chair. You could pay for all these things.
Right. But she's saying that's not fair.
She's like, this should be the standard.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what's.
They should pay for my obesity, which is absurd.
She's like, I don't want to be seen as part of the problem. You are. This is the illusion is that not enough people have told you, you are the problem.
Yeah.
You're the problem in this situation. Yeah.
My Canadian friends, remember what they were visiting?
Yeah.
And we were walking around the mall. And I was like, dude, how fat are we compared to Canadians? And he's like, oh, it's disgusting. It's like, you guys are just so fucking fat. I don't know why you're so fat. Yeah. It's notable. He's like, oh, we get off the airplane. It's like everybody's
Because this is like this is the mindset.
Yeah.
I was like, how come there's not a 64-ounce soda here? What are you guys doing? Making me refill this thing? That's the American mindset. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, good times.
All right, let's take a quick break.
Sure.
We'll be right back. Please welcome to the show our new guest who their new special, There's No Money in Babies, is available now on YouTube. It's Chris Porter, everybody.
All right, Chris Porter.
Hello, everyone.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Where did you shoot? Where'd you shoot the special?
Portland.
Oh, I was just there and I love it.
Okay.
Which venue?
Helium.
Wow. It's a great club.
It's a great club.
Great club,
all
great
the Heliums
audience.
are
They're all
great.
good.
Yeah.
Portland's
Buffalo's
the best.
good.
Yep.
St. Louis.
And now they got one in Indy.
They have one Indy, and then
Thank God.
it's the same people. They opened the one here. That's them. That's Helium.
Yeah, Cap City
The
is
Cap
the same
City
guy.
is
Oh,
them.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's at
Yeah.
the Domain.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
The
I've
Bromain.
worked that. I'm not sure.
Have you worked
Cap
it yet
City?
or not yet?
I don't know. It all blends. I mean, I do like 42 weeks a year, so it
Jesus.
just kind of blends. Yeah.
a
I
lot.
feel like my agent is like it's a source of pride for him to like,
Yeah.
you have no weekends off
Yeah.
unless you ask for them.
So you just take them all.
Yeah, I take a month off in the summer,
Yep.
and then I try to take a month off in the winter, like right after, like January and July.
January and July. Yeah, that's a good. That's a good
Smart.
Yeah,
rotation.
especially July. Like everyone's out at concerts; they're not really coming to see.
I feel like we all kind of do the same thing with that because I feel like pretty much every December for me,
Yeah,
and some summer month is off.
yeah,
Yeah.
Because I mean, there's definitely that month, unless you go to like the deserts where it's 140 degrees, then they'll come inside. But
Yeah.
in the Midwest in late June, they're like, "Nah, man, I'm going to the lake. I'm gonna go set some shit on fire."
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
So
They
might
like
as well.
that.
And
Do
I
you
like.
have a July destination? Like, do you like to go somewhere specifically?
I'll go home.
Yeah.
I'll go to Kansas City for 4th because I do like to blow stuff up.
Yeah.
And they don't really do that in LA.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I'll go home and eat brats and
Yeah.
do cookouts.
Dry rub. That's Kansas City barbecue, right?
It's a combination of meat and sauce. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah. They have the sauces. Gates.
Gates,
Arthur
Arthur
Bryant's.
Bryant's. Yeah. And then Oklahoma Joe's, now Kansas City Joe's.
The one that I really liked when I was there was something with the number 13 in it. 13th Street
Heinz ketchup?
Q or something. No.
30, Q39.
Q30, there it is.
Yeah, that's bougie barbecue.
That was fucking good.
That's where they give you like a real napkin.
That's a real, but that barbecue was very impressive.
Yeah. I'm a Kansas City Joe's guy.
Joe's?
Personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not as, it was a lot better before Anthony Bourdain told everybody about it.
About Joe's?
Joe's, yeah. He called it like one of the 10 places to eat before you die.
Oh,
really?
no,
And ever since then, there's been a line like that outside the door.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's no fun.
No. I mean, the locals call it in. You can call in and just go grab it. But yeah, that's...
Have you tried barbecue here in Austin?
Not recently. But I do like Texas barbecue.
It's good barbecue.
I used to I used to get it hung over when I was flying through Dallas.
Yeah.
Like it's good hangover food.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
the
Yeah.
best.
So yeah.
Nice
Yeah.
and greasy.
Nice and, yeah.
So you're alone a lot. My goodness. How do you not go insane?
I got a Nintendo Switch
Oh.
and a shit ton of weed. Helps. Yeah.
And an Oculus. Are you fighting the wars?
I don't have
abroad?
the VR thing yet. I don't know.
Give me your address.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to jump down that hole. I feel
Well, talk
like
to
I
these
might
nerds.
never come back.
You do.
You do?
You do. Yeah.
I mean, I do have dates, but you have kids and a wife and like responsibilities. I could go in for like 3 days and no one would know I was gone.
That's what you want. Yeah. No, the battery life, that's what keeps you from doing it. It's like they have like a 2-hour battery life.
Oh, okay.
So you just like, oh, I got to hang it up,
Yeah, I think, yeah. That's that's like when people like, because I smoke weed, but I just smoke weed. I don't do like dabs or anything.
Sure.
And people are like, oh, you should get a dab rig. I'm like, no.
No, it's enough.
That's a huge jump.
You know what? I'll send you an Oculus and let's just see what happens.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
I like gifts.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Do you guys play the same games that Tom plays?
I'm familiar with all the games that you said. I actually recommended a couple. The
War games or other?
just all sorts of different games. I think you talked about Super Hot. That's super fun.
Yeah.
What's Super Hot?
That's like it's almost like you're in the Matrix. Like things
That's
move
cool.
as you move.
That's cool.
And
I
then
like
there's
that.
people coming in trying to kill you, so you like throw stuff at them and they shatter like glass.
Is there a game that you can just be in the Matrix and fly around and not have people trying to kill you? Because that stresses me
But
out.
like, why?
Because
Yeah, you want to kill somebody.
I don't like
You know
anxiety.
what? There's Beat Saber. That's kind of fun.
What's
That's like
that?
you're dancing, like you got lightsabers in your hands and you're dancing.
like
to,
a rave.
Yeah,
like
kinda.
Guitar
I
Hero
bet.
type.
like the
It's like
90s?
a really bad ecstasy trip where you're just like, hey.
Yeah, it's actually exactly like what Chris is describing.
Okay. Okay. Sure. That sounds really fun, you guys.
There's one for Tom. I think there's like a battle arena type one where you go in and just bodies just start coming at you, and you could tear off arms and start beating them with it, tear off their heads,
sounds
start throwing it
perfect.
at them.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds so perfect.
It does sound really cool.
That does sound kind of fun.
yeah,
Oh
send
my
me all these
God.
links.
Yeah. I'll get a list together for you.
Can you just play regular, like, can you get like Fallout 4 for the Oculus or?
Some of them they have piped into it.
Oh, okay.
Like
He was just saying
Skyrim
there's a
and
good
stuff.
golf one. He said there's a really good golf one.
And we could get you some rigs too, because I know that there's some two-handed guns probably in Onward that you play with that it's kind of hard to get the sights right.
Uh-huh.
You can get one of those like things that magnetically come in, so it just
My
always
pussy
stays
is
straight.
eating itself.
dude,
so
I'm
dry.
I feel like we're at the like mecca of GameStops.
Yeah.
Where it's
So
like,
gay.
Jesus Christ.
So gay.
You know what else you could do?
Yeah.
Reminds me, I've started a new podcast called VR Battles, and it comes out next week. All we talk about are the newest.
We are VR. Come on out.
Well, that's really cool, Tom.
Yeah, it is cool.
Whether you're new to cannabis or an old pro, there's no denying that many of the products on the market seem iffy at best. And when you want to relax, iffy is the last way you want to feel. Mood puts an end to guessing games. It's 100% federally legal Delta 8 and Delta 9 THC you can have shipped straight to you. No doctors, no waiting, just affordable, legal THC. For a limited time, Mood is giving our listeners free Delta 9 gummies and 20% off your first order. Visit HelloMood.com and use our code MOM. I love my mood gummies because I know exactly what's in them. They taste delicious and they work like a charm. Really takes the edge off when I'm watching kids. Okay. Mood offers federally legal forms of THC extracted from hemp plants. All of their products are regularly third-party tested in Drug Enforcement Agency registered labs, sourced from small family farms and grown organically. Ready for a good time without the guesswork? Order your THC products from Mood today. And for 20% off your first order and free gummies, go to hellomood.com and use promo code MOM. That's hellomood.com, promo code MOM for 20% off your order and free gummies.
I'm one of those guys that goes too hard in the paint. Like, I have 400 records. Like, the last thing I need is to jump down the VR hole and never come out. I'll be like, no, my real life is VR.
Exactly. That is the fear. That is the fear.
My life in VR is way better. I'm just going to go in there.
I think that probably is a real, like a sad reality for some people where it's like life sucks. Right. And then they go into this thing and it's like, it's so like, you're so immersed in this that you can really lose yourself. And then you're like, oh shit, this fucking headset's about to run out of juice.
If I were a teenager, that would have been the end of it.
I think it might be a problem for a developing mind. Like 12, 13, you're probably
when you're just so isolating, like, super goth and depressed. Like, I would have just
and then you just take off the headset and you're like, no, I'm going to do it for real.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck, dude.
Yeah. I'm a video game guy, but
What do you play on the Switch?
On the Switch, I've been playing they re-released the first 3 Grand Theft Autos.
Oh, that's fun.
And that's fun, but you also realize like how much video games have progressed.
Crazy, right?
Because I thought Grand Theft Auto, whichever one I'm playing now, San Andreas or what, I was like, this is the epitome of great games. And now you go back and look at it and you're like,
well, don't you remember when James Bond came out? Remember, like, everybody had that?
Yes.
And, like, we thought that was, like, oh, my God, there's nothing that will ever, like, be as advanced as this. And you look at it now and it's funny to see the graphics.
Yeah.
But we were, it evolves with the times, but, like, I think they're going to do a new updated version of GoldenEye, of that game. Do you remember playing this game?
I never
This
did,
was,
no.
like, like, every fucking kid I knew.
In childhood?
Absolutely.
In your childhood?
Was, oh yeah. I mean, this game.
That's what you did for hours.
This game broke the Matrix, right? Like, this was like everybody had this game.
It's still good.
Still good?
Yeah.
Are you an online guy? I'm not an online guy. I can't do that. Because I try to, I think you and I play video games. We have a very fun life.
Yeah.
So we just kind of do it to like escape the us worrying about where we're going to leave or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think some people do it because, like you said, it's like it's a better thing.
And if you're having a conversation with somebody, like, how often do you play? And they're like, I'm in there, like, playing games about 8 hours a day. You're like, holy shit.
That's depressing.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Dude, if my screen time's over 4 hours, I delete all the apps.
Do you do it on flights?
What?
Switch, yeah. Is that a flight thing?
It's takeoff. I'm so Pavlovian with that. As soon as the plane takes off, I'm asleep.
Oh, asleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
So, like,
while everyone's seating,
Sean distracts himself because he doesn't like to fly. So he's one of the guys I travel with, and as we're like taxiing, you see him zzz, and he's doing it to not think about flying.
That's smart.
Oh,
that's
he doesn't like to fly. So
Are you going to bring your Oculus on flights now? Will you be doing VR on the plane?
you're gonna be that guy.
Like in the terminal, like
get down. Yeah, of course. Yes.
don't bother Tom.
Yeah.
What is it? What
Are
do
we
you
being
call it when you're
hijacked?
playing?
No, guy's got an Oculus. He's just drunk.
Yeah, dude. I care about my fellow man. Of course, I'm not just going to leave them
I'm not. Got you, man.
in Fallujah.
I know, bro.
Jesus Christ.
You were on an oil tank last night.
I was on an oil tanker. That's right, with Bulgarians. And who came out?
man.
I did. I saved everybody.
What do you call it when are you gaming? Is that when you've got your Oculus on? What do they call it? Like, remember in the Facebook movie, he's like, don't talk to them. They're plugged in.
Oh,
like, is there a saying for when you're in the Matrix?
I mean,
I mean, we use that too.
What do you say?
Like, oh, I'm wired. They're wired in. They can't hear you because they're everything. Like every sense is being overtaken. There, it's just like you can't talk to someone in real life.
Well, I call myself an active Green Beret, so I don't know what the fuck.
You're an active duty.
Yeah.
Do you have it out? Do you have it? Did you go to like an Army surplus store and buy an old camouflage
I got
set?
the boots. I got everything. Yeah. I put on face paint. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
There you go. That's what I'm going to get you this for Christmas.
Yeah, I got that one. I got that one.
That would be
That's
hilarious.
what I put on. That's what I put on. Yeah.
And then just go mow the yard in that.
Yeah.
That's cool, Tom. Well,
I talked to a veteran who was he was a sniper, and we were having this conversation. I was like, "Oh, I bet you're a good shot," you know. And he goes, "Oh, I haven't killed somebody in years." And I go, "I meant like at a target range, man." He was like, "Oh yeah." I was like, oh, "Shit."
Oh, I was hanging out with a couple SEALs at a party, and they just the way they talk is hilarious. They're like, "Our buddy Gary hadn't killed a guy yet." And we're like, "Gary, you gotta kill somebody. Come on." And then finally, Gary gets his first kill, and we all bought him beers. It was nuts. And you're just like.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh,
yep. Those guys and me. That's why you have all the freedoms you enjoy.
Okay, Tom.
Those guys and me.
Right. Can we talk about something that I completely didn't bring up?
Yeah.
Is that I've been snoring a lot.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. And it's been ruining Tom's life. And Tom wore a mouth guard for many years.
And that's where this story needs to start.
Yeah.
Years ago, she was like, "I'm going to kill myself if you don't stop snoring."
I'm talking like 2008.
Yeah,
like we're engaged.
And then she
we're
played
living
me
in...
a recording of it, and I was like, "Oh my God!" Like I was mortified.
Yeah.
And by the way, shame is a good thing. We were just talking about this.
Yeah.
I was deeply ashamed. Right?
Shame is 100% a good thing.
Shame's a good thing. So I heard it, and I was like, "I'm mortified. What can I do?" Of course, I could have lived a healthier lifestyle and probably snored less. But at the time, I was like, "What's the solution for now?" And for now, it was they were selling these things like they'd run commercials. Like buy this thing and you put it in hot water and you mold it like a mouth guard for a kid playing sports.
Like football, yeah.
You put that in and it keeps your lower jaw up and then it opens the pathway. So I got it and immediately it reduced my snoring by like 80%, right? She was like, I can fucking live. Then I went to the dentist and got like a custom made one. And I wore that thing for 12 years, maybe more. And so anyway, fast forward all these years. And like, I'm going to bed and I'm like, what the fuck is this truck driver doing in the bed? Like, she's like,
and then you taped me a few times and I was mortified. I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is so embarrassing. So he tells me, he's like, what you have to do is tape your mouth shut. And I was like, dude, that sounds so barbaric.
because there's sleep tape. I learned about this like even in the last year. It's called sleep tape.
Yeah.
And people, they tape their mouth shut, but it's made for
Did you hear
sleep.
about that on Forensic Files? Like, where did you hear about?
I actually heard about it from some super jacked dudes who like they're like, I train with my mouth taped, I sleep with my mouth taped.
Mine is black.
Sharks for 10% of my business.
Promotes just nasal breathing only. And then there's this tape that I bought for this. And then I tell her, I'm like, yeah, you got to sleep with your mouth taped. And then she goes, did you hear me snore last night? And I go, no. And she goes, yeah, because I put duct tape on my mouth. And I was like, I'm sorry? And she goes, you said. And I go, no, it's called sleep tape. It's made for human skin. It's like it's.
But isn't
she
it
goes,
called duct tape, the product that
No,
you use?
no,
Oh.
no. So
No, that's for things, not people.
she puts actual duct tape on her mouth. She goes, it fucking hurts when you take it. I'm like, well, yeah.
I'll bet it
It
does.
ripped all the skin off my lips.
Yeah, so then
around
I
my
go,
mouth.
here's the one that they sell for that. And she's like, oh, yeah, that's way nicer. I'm like, yeah, that's...
Yeah, and so now I go to sleep and I get to wear a sexy black piece of tape over my mouth.
I mean,
and my kids are terrified when they come in the middle of the night.
Dad, what mom do?
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, it's right there.
I look terrible. That's what I look like a psycho. Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
Tom gets to look at now. But I stopped snoring.
I snore intermittently, and I know because my girlfriend will just wake me up and she's like, you need to get in the other fucking room.
Oh, like kick you out of the room.
Yeah.
Get the duct tape. It's
Yeah.
much better.
There's two times I cannot stop snoring. One is if I haven't slept, so now I'm going to bed like beyond exhausted. You know what I mean? Like if you stay up, then like there's nothing I can do. I'm going to snore. And if I have like 2 drinks. If I
Oh
drink,
yeah, if I drink, forget it.
Yeah,
it.
if I have a drink, if I drink, I snore, and for some reasons, in desert, like if I'm in the
Real dry,
yeah.
it's real.
Dries you out.
That was when she was like, "You need to get the fuck out of here."
Get out of here.
It's horrible. It'll ruin your relationship.
Yeah, and I feel terrible. Like I woke up and got out of the room as soon as I'm not that guy. I'm the guy that's like, I am so sorry.
Because shame is a good thing.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's funny. Tom wasn't that guy. Like back in 2008, I was like, "You're snoring," and he's like, "Yeah." And then I would sleep on the couch.
Yeah.
But then only recently you left.
You know why though?
You did that
At
for me,
time?
and that was nice. Why?
The reason you left because I was too fat to move to the couch. I was like,
oh, really?
Yeah, but I
got to warm up before I get up.
I was like, I was like this lady on the fucking screen. I was like,
He's like, why can't they make bigger beds?
Can you pull me up out of this bed?
Why don't beds lift you up for yourself?
That's exactly.
I need a they got those standing showers. I need a standing bed.
How come I can't just walk up to the bed and then the bed lays down for me?
Why do I have to use my arms to put food in my mouth? Why isn't there some sort of conveyor belt system?
I knew a guy who told me he slept like a big dude, and he was like, "Yeah, I sleep with there's this big rope that hangs from the ceiling to pull myself up."
Pull himself up.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
wild. Yeah,
and that's when shame is a good thing.
yeah. That's when you're like, "Hey, man,
I need to work on
Most
this.
of us don't have a rope that hangs above the bed."
Because eventually that rope is going to get used for one last thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ultimate shame.
The ultimate shame. Yeah.
Well,
And
you're
then
skinny. Do you like watch what you eat?
You've always been skinny though.
Yeah.
I started to get fat, and then I got into CrossFit. And
Ooh.
I'm not in the shape I wish I was.
Yeah.
Which my girlfriend reminds me from time to time.
She reminds you? How does she remind you?
She was just like, remember when you had abs? And I'm like,
damn.
all right.
Shit.
I was like, that was called the pandemic. And we all had abs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all we did was not eat out and not travel.
Work out. Yeah.
So, I mean, she says it jokingly, but while she's packing a bag.
Yeah.
Damn.
And but yeah, no, I still do it. I wish I worked out more on the road.
But what was when you said I was getting fat for you? Because you never had like were you just like starting to get soft?
Starting to get soft, starting to get a belly, and you could really see it in my face.
Yeah. Okay.
And I remember just like because there was the one year they had the Maui Comedy Festival, and we all went there, and I look at pictures from that, and that was like
that's crazy. To you.
And the thing, again, why shame's a good thing.
Yeah.
We went scuba diving, or snorkeling, not scuba diving. And we went snorkeling. And they're like, "Do you need a life vest?" And I'm like, "No, I can swim." And I jumped out there, swam 8 feet, and thought I was going to die from cardiac arrest. And I was like,
that's memory is still with you.
And then I was like, I need to get back in the gym or I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's kind of
when was the Maui Fest?
2014.
Wow. Okay.
Because it was the first night I watched the Royals lose the World Series, Game 7, and I didn't realize Hawaii is like a huge San Francisco sports.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. And so I walk into the hotel bar with Royals gear on, and everyone's kind of looking at me weird.
Like, who's this guy?
And the Royals did something fun. I was like, yay. Giants did something. The entire place erupts. And I was like, I'm going to go watch this in my room.
Yeah.
And yeah. So that's how I remember that. Yeah.
That's kind of like isn't there a part of that you feel fear in sometimes? Because you never know what kind of crazy sports fans are around, you know, where you're like, because there's even stadiums now where they're like, don't wear the opposing stuff to this stadium.
Well, I don't even go to football games anymore.
Yeah, it's too crazy.
Yeah, like SoFi is a really cool stadium, and I'll go to that because it's a little more low key and it's like a transient city. But like the Chiefs are my most favorite team on the planet. I don't need to go to Arrowhead anymore.
Yeah, it's always.
But because it's the people. It's like they get too drunk, they start fighting with each other.
No,
and it's like, hey man, we're all on the same side here. Why are we fighting?
I love football, but live, even though it's fun to see it live, the experience isn't as fun live. That's why I think like they do it best in like basketball, like NBA games. They are really. You don't really have to really worry about someone being like, you fucking cunt, spilling their beer. Like it can happen.
Hey, fuck you.
Yeah, they're not really doing that.
Sounds like more fun than I'd go.
It is until because those guys don't have anything to live for.
Yeah.
Like they
But in football, like at football stadiums, I've like wild shit. And then like there's guys yelling at you for like who you're cheering for, and you're like, what the fuck are we doing here, man? Like I'm trying to watch the game.
My kids are also here.
Oh God, yeah. I would never drag them to that. I would because it fills me with too much anxiety.
But also football shot so well on television.
It is.
That you're just like, you miss stuff being at the game.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I didn't even see that guy.
Yeah, you don't understand why a penalty was called. You don't understand why they didn't give him the spot. And then on television, you're like, oh, okay, yeah.
I'm super bougie. If you have a suite, I'll go to a game.
Suites are different.
Yeah, because then it's like, oh, we have an apartment.
Yeah.
And I can go out there.
Catered food.
Yeah, I can go out there and deal with you if I want to, but then I can go back inside where it's warm.
Give me the field pass and the suite, and we're in.
And then you're like, you're a bougie bitch. You're like, yeah,
great.
A little bit.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
I know. Speaking of suites, we got one to see Sisters of Mercy. A friend of ours had one, and Tom is just so pumped because
what the fuck is Sisters of
Thank
Mercy?
What? Yeah. It's not a sporting event, but
is it a nuns thing or
no, it's a goth band. And Tom's finally succumbed to my goth music, and we're going to see Love and Rockets in Utah. He's just so pumped. He's really good.
You're a big goth?
Yeah, enthusiast. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't. But again, I don't like lead with that card because I don't want people to make fun of me because it is a shameful thing, and I'm aware of it.
Now, when you go to these, is it like white makeup, eyeliner, the whole bit?
Yeah.
God
and Tom's
bless you.
going to do it too.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Tom's finally coming with me though. That's the news.
I got to check out what it is. I got to see what kind of gay
Love
shit
and
she really
Rockets.
likes.
It's Bauhaus without Peter Murphy.
Okay. And then what's Sisters
Peter Murphy's
of
in
Mercy?
rehab.
Okay.
Well,
He's
these are
still
like-
in rehab? That was like 6 months
and then
ago.
I know. And then he got out. He was supposed to do a thing, a David Bowie tribute, and then he's back in the hospital. He's going to die soon, I fear. But I'm glad I got to see them, you know. So the Sisters of Mercy, they're German. They're German goth.
So that's like legit.
That's super legit.
You're deep goth. You're like the jazz guy that's like, oh, that's not real Miles Davis.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you saying that.
You're like,
thank you.
No junk, no soul.
Yeah, I'm
All
first
right.
generation. I consider myself first gen.
You know that
like
I've-
trad goth, if you will.
I started dating you in like 05, and I've never been to one of these with her. Never.
He won't go.
It's, you know, you got to have your own thing.
Yeah.
Is there something of his that you won't go to?
Oh, she's never.
Sports.
Sports,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you did
But I've
come to
come-
a basketball
I
game.
liked basketball 'cause
and you're
all
like, I
those-
like watching those big dicks
Yeah.
flop in the short. That was what I was like, okay.
The athletes, big junk.
I was like, can we watch the game? Like,
Because now I'm looking at
and
the
then
dicks.
I know, and she was like, she kept going, how big do you think his is? How big do you think his?
Are
I
you
was like, I don't fucking know, dude.
The Lakers had so many big dongs on that team.
You can't see the dongs, dude.
Take her to see Utah. It'll be
Yeah.
less of a problem.
Wait, Tommy, what would you like me to accompany you to?
They're good. I'm good.
We have reached the appropriate level of things you come
Sharing?
to.
Is there something I could accompany you to? And he also accompanied me to Vince Guaraldi Christmas. You know the Charlie Brown music?
Yes.
I'm a huge fan of that dorky stuff too. And he accompanied me 2 years ago to that.
So
it was
you're
really
into
nice.
goth, like super industrial goth, and
Yeah.
then piano orchestral
Guaraldi.
jazz stuff.
Well, you know, this
That's-
kind of this is a good topic because you saying this also reminds me of like when someone's like, "Do you want me to sit next to you on a plane?" You know what I mean? Like when someone's like, "Oh, if we're not sitting together," I'm like, "Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, we're flying."
Boys and
You know?
girls, that's couples.
Because like
and couples are like that.
right. So if like what have I gone to lately? I went to a race. Like if you accompanied me to the race, it's cool. But you not being there, it's fine. Like I'm just watching the race. Like there's not just some broad chirping in my ear. Hey, what's this? You know, like I don't have to explain what's going on.
Some broad. You mean your wife of 20 years? Mother of your 2 sons that I bore you? Podcasting champion?
Yeah.
Some
broad.
broad. Chris, the disrespect.
But but I also get that because there are times, like I went to my
Don't
high
even
school.
look at me.
I went to my 20-year high school reunion, and my then girlfriend was in town.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Can I come?" And I'm like, "No." She's like, "Why?" And I was like, in my head, I'm like, first off, I know this is over. Second off, Second off, I'm like, I don't want to spend the entire night going, "This is Gary.
Yeah.
Here's how we knew each other.
And here's our inside jokes. This is what he meant by that."
No,
And
I want to fly through this thing, beep, bop, 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 and get the fuck out, and I'll see you at the jazz club.
Yeah.
And she just didn't get it.
No, I totally get it. Yeah, it's like because what is the thing you were saying about planes?
Okay, so I was on a flight and I saw the couple, right? And they were in first class and their seats were not next to each other. And I watched the woman kind of freak out a little bit, like, but can I sit next to you, Gary? And the look on his face was so great because only I could see it. He was like, damn it. Like, I don't care, bitch. Because it was really only a 2.5 hour flight.
Yeah.
I don't
and the
care.
difference between the man and the woman was just so funny because he couldn't give a fuck.
And that's most dudes.
Yeah.
Most dudes are like, like, I'm going to either read this thing or watch this. Like, who gives a shit who's sitting next to me?
For sure.
Yeah.
And she's gonna go to sleep.
Yeah. Like,
But you don't want somebody that you're familiar with next to you versus like a fatso who's spilling over near.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know those were the two options. I
But
didn't
usually
know.
it's a fatso
Well, that's
or
the
a
only thing you
smelly
don't.
or-
That, when you go, I don't care who sits next to me. The only person you really care about, you don't want an enormous person sitting next to you because then you're like, doing this thing
or chatty Cathy.
or chat. But that's why we all immediately go. Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun.
Oh, you got-
and then I do this. I go, what's that? And then I
Oh,
go,
I know you
Oh yeah,
do.
yeah. And then I put it right back on. It's the signal is don't talk to me.
But some
Does it
people
all the
don't get
time.
it. They'll talk right
I
through
know.
it.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "Hey, man."
Yeah. I fell asleep one time with a guy talking to me. Like I fell asleep with him talking to me. You know?
But that's so sad.
Brad Williams has the best story. He woke up on a flight and the guy next to him was wearing his headphones.
What?
Yeah.
How?
How? What?
I don't know. But I
like,
can
"Can I get those
imagine just
back?"
be like, "Oh, he's granting me a wish."
Oh my God.
But yeah.
Thanks, little fella.
That's
Thanks, little buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, he stole his head. Did he say anything to the guy?
I probably like, can I have my
Yeah,
fucking
asshole.
headphones?
Yeah.
I did catch a guy. He kept turning off my jet.
Turning yours off.
Turning mine off
Yeah.
because I was hot and I'd wake up and I'd be sweating. I'd turn it back on.
No.
And then I was laying there and I felt it turn off. And I was like, this motherfucker. And I turned it back on and I, out of the corner of my eye, saw him reach up and I grabbed his wrist.
No.
Yeah. And that man wouldn't make eye contact with me the rest of the flight.
Yeah.
That's crazy that he would turn yours
That's
off.
an overstep.
That's a huge overstep. I've had the other one where I don't want air on me, and
Never want
the
air.
lady sitting next to me pointed the air at me
No.
instead of turning it off.
Yeah.
she didn't want hers on, so instead of turning hers off, she just moved it to me. So now I'm like, I feel like a shot of air. I'm like, what the fuck is that?
terrible.
And so I push it back because it's hers, and she put it back to me, and I'm like, these turn off,
Yeah.
You could just turn the thing off.
Yeah.
Have you ever had someone reach over and open the
Females
window?
are entitled and fucking lazy.
Sorry?
Have you ever had someone reach over and open the window?
Oh,
I to me
wild.
that etiquette it is law. How do you know you have to keep that shit shut, especially if it's like a 6 a.m. flight or something? And they're like, gotta do my computer work. You're like, no, you don't. It's harder to see the computer anyway. You
Yeah, for
dipshit.
sure.
glare,
There's
yeah.
this
And then
huge
to open
glare.
someone else's shit? Oh no.
that
What are you
whole
gonna
window
look,
thing
you need to
is-
look down on Utah.
The window thing is
The window
I think it's like there's two types of people in the world.
Shut it.
The people who are like, the day has started, and I would like light to beam in at all. And you're like, it's fucking 5:30 in the morning right now, man. We all got up at 3 to make
We are
this flight.
above the clouds. There's
fucking-
no
I
breaking
know.
it.
There's no. I still am hurt about the not wanting to sit next to the lady thing. You don't want me. You don't want to feel my presence. Like I love you.
No,
But is
listen.
it worth Owens going up to a guy and going, "Can
That's
you
the
just,
thing.
we planned poorly."
Yeah, that's the part that gets me is like the asking.
Yeah.
This just happened.
embarrassing
We went to
shit.
Hawaii for New Year's with the whole family, and lots of people, mom, sister, everybody. And on that flight back, there was a couple, and that guy goes up to Agent Jeans, who's with us, and he's like, "Do you mind
Oh my god.
moving so that my girl can sit here?" And it was great because Andrew looks at me, and I was like, "Don't do that." And then the guy realized it wasn't a guy flying alone, and then he actually was like, "Oh," he's like, "Oh, you got we're all flying together," and he was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
He took it like an adult, sat down, enjoyed the flight. Funny thing is, remember that guy? He was like 48, and she was like 22.
It was, but it was the greatest thing to watch because Agent Jeans was like, nah, which is so New York, and I love it.
He was like,
It's the
nah, I'm gonna
best.
stay here.
Yeah.
It's
the fucking funniest thing. I was laughing. So that guy was 48. His girlfriend was like 21. And then he would get up and walk back to where she was sitting and like French her.
By the way, I just remembered that Andrew actually, he goes, right in front of the guy, he goes, guy asked me if I'd move. Like that.
Wait, what is it?
Guy asked me if I'd move. And,
So funny.
and I was like, oh yeah. He's like, yeah, I told him I'm flying here with you guys. You know, no.
Andrew's the best.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Andrew Russell.
that
Can I
shit
tell the story now about what's happening on Easter since it's past?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
This is just a story about our agent, Jeans, Andrew Russell, the greatest agent of all time.
Yeah.
So I went to the well, why don't you set this up? I think this is a big story.
You want me to set it up?
You're just always better at setting up stories.
Well, we just got an email basically that came in from our agent that was like, this is crazy, but you've been invited to the White House by somebody in the administration. We don't know who, but they want you guys to come. And I was like, that doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
Can't be right.
And then he was like, yeah, so you guys are like invited formally to attend the Easter egg hunt.
Is this Biden or Trump?
Biden.
Okay.
Biden administration.
This just happened.
This just happened. Okay.
So we got the first email months ago, and they're like, "Are you guys interested in coming?" We were like, "Yeah, of course." You have to give a bunch of information. The White House has to clear you. So we just let it go. But then months go by, and then this email pops up. So my first thought is, I'm gonna meet the president with our family and everything. What do I wear?
Yeah.
And because the person that invited us is your mom's house fan,
yeah,
I had this great idea. I was
wedding
like,
dress.
No, dog. Full denim.
Denim on denim on
Denim
denim.
on denim because it's jeans. It's a jeans world. And I excitedly text my husband. I was like, dude, I'm going to wear fucking the Canadian tuxedo to meet the prez. And he goes, hell yeah, that's a great idea. And then I text Agent Jeans. And I was like, I'm going to wear the Canadian tuxedo. And he's like, please don't do that. Your children one day will want to see the photograph
That's what he
of their
said.
mother.
He was like, your kids
don't wanna
will
do that.
be like 20 and be like, look at these photos, and be like, the fuck are you wearing? And then you'll be like, it was a funny thing that we did. And they'll be like, it's not funny. It's embarrassing. I can't show anybody these photos now. And so
I feel like these are all reasons you should do it.
Yeah,
No,
right.
but we're comics. And that's why I love Agent Jeans, because he's a sensible human and he'll tell me the truth. And I thought that was so great.
And so you're gonna wear what?
A Dolce & Gabbana fucking rad blazer that
There
my
you
kids
go.
won't be embarrassed about, Like I'm gonna try to look like a normal lady, but with
Tits
some
out, so
flair.
the prez like,
Fuck yeah, tits out,
you gotta
bro.
tease him.
What's
You gotta
up?
taunt him.
Yeah.
You gotta see if he goes like,
Yeah.
wouldn't mind finding those eggs under my pillow.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, what's up, Jill?
Yeah.
You got tits like these?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tits for tots.
Yeah,
Tits for tots, bitch.
That could be really fun.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm just stoked that he's like a sensible human.
Andrew?
Yeah, I would have worn denim on denim to meet the prez.
I told you you should give him something that says this is where it spits, So he's like, oh, that's really, really nice.
Should wear an Easter bunny costume, and so you'd look like the guy that came and flagged him away from the reporters.
Oh shit!
That's where it spits.
Yeah.
Tell him that. You
Yeah.
know? All right. Like,
God. Okay. You've been at war for too long.
I have been at war. Yeah.
You've been out fighting the Afghans. Were you fighting? Not the
The
Afghans.
Bulgarians.
Yeah,
The
Bulgarians were on the
Bulgarians.
oil tanker. Yeah. Yeah.
Are they on your team or you're fighting the Bulgarians?
Fuck no, they're not on my team. I'm an American.
You're fighting the Bulgarians?
Yeah.
I didn't know Bulgaria had oil, steaks and oil.
I don't know either.
Okay.
Let's not poke holes in the game.
Yeah, come
Sorry.
on.
Oh, you don't get to fight real enemies? Like, are you fighting Russia? Are we fighting like
Like in
China?
updates with the news and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be cool as shit.
Depends on what fucking map you pick. There's just different places you can go.
You can't like go in and kill Putin.
That would be fun.
Shooting Putin.
There's a
Shooting
fun one
Putin.
where you can go to suburbia. That's fun. You're just like walking around.
Sounds crazy.
You're just like, oh, these kids are playing outside, and you just,
mow them down.
No, you try to, you try to
Jesus,
you try to
Chris.
protect them. Oh, you protect the kids.
I'll just maybe given the news recently, I just figured maybe.
Oh shit! Here's a fun one. How do we know what blind people are into? Here we go.
I get asked and told all the time, how do you know your sexuality though, if you can't see? I was having a conversation with someone once and they asked me, have I only ever been with women? And I replied, yes. And they said to me, well, how do you know you're not a different sexuality then? How do you know you're just straight? Now, I find this a little bit ridiculous because it kind of implies that you have to try out all the genders or sexualities to figure out what you are. You just know. And I figured out as I've grown up, I don't have any attraction to any other gender than female.
Yeah, that's what's up, dude.
Okay.
You can still smell.
You can smell things,
You
yeah.
can feel
He's
boobs.
I
cute.
didn't have vision when I was younger, so I could form my own opinions, but my views on attraction have really changed as I lost my vision and went blind. So obviously when I had vision, I did think to myself, cool, she's quite fit, she's hot, I love that, that's nice. But actually, as I lost my vision, it's transitioned into other senses. So for example, tone of voice, sound of voice. I love a woman with a soft voice. Things like smells. There are certain perfumes and fragrances that just really capture my attention, and I think I like that. I wonder what that person's like, and that's the first step of attraction for me, I guess. And of course there's touch. When I first interact with someone, I can probably tell that they've got lovely soft skin and they look after themselves. And then later on, if things get a bit more physical, the shape of their body, there's obviously attractions that I have with that as well.
Yeah,
Wow,
pretty
that's
cool.
interesting.
I wonder if they actually give a fuck about their personality. Let's see.
And then of course we move on to personality, which
Oh,
for me is the biggest
lastly.
thing. If I click with someone, if I bounce off of someone, that's normally the first steps to being attracted to someone. This doesn't have to be in face-to-face interaction. I remember when I first got with my current girlfriend, Natalie, when we were talking online before university, I thought, I love the way we're messaging, I love the way we're interacting. And I was instantly attracted to her, even without meeting her, hearing her voice, smelling her, knowing what her skin's like, anything like that, which is kind of cool when you think about it.
Pretty cool.
Do you close your eyes? What's your favorite thing about me?
What?
You're in the Oculus again, aren't you?
Come on.
Hold on, I see my brothers. They need me. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Stupid. I like the way you smell. You've got a very unique fragrance. You have like a body smell that I like
Yeah?
always. It's very interesting and very since day one.
I
just
told
like
you-
I like how you
I think-
how you smell.
I think you thought I was
Same.
joking.
You like how Tom smells?
I think you thought I was joking with. I've never, in all the time I'm not exaggerating. I've never smelled any BO on you.
Thank God.
Yeah, I think it's fucking weird though. I've known you so long.
Thank God.
Not once?
Not even one time where I was like,
Wow.
you need a shower.
Way to go.
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, I generally shower every day. I don't.
No,
I don't
you're
let it go,
you're
yeah.
very you're
hygienic
You
as
start your
fuck.
mornings with showers. You always have a shower, but like not even once where I've been like, you should use it. You know, you
My
should use-
armpits.
Yeah.
Never.
That's cool. Do I have
Never.
a smell, but like a lady smell? What's my lady smell?
Yeah, of course you smell. What do you think you smell?
No, like my skin, not my vag. You know what I mean? Like smell my. That's what I meant. Not when I said lady smell, I meant like.
Yeah, we knew what you meant.
Okay, I didn't-
Everybody,
No.
everybody knew what you meant.
Not a person in here was like, she's talking about her veg.
What is wrong
I
with
just
you?
had to clarify because
No,
lady
you
smell
didn't.
sounded different.
Nobody was thinking. What's
hey.
her pussy smell like?
Chris, do you know what a Lenovo is? What would you think a Lenovo is?
Isn't that a brand of computer?
Yeah, yeah, dude. She just learned about this.
Did you think it was like part of a vagina?
Yes, the
It's
Lenovo.
it's right below the labia
That's right.
in the Lenovo.
The Lenovo. Do you know the difference between a cheetah and a leopard?
Spots?
What about a crocodile and an
They
alligator?
got that tooth.
What the fuck, man?
Rounded snout.
Where have I been? All right.
One's more water based.
We got another one today if you want to play.
No.
You want to play?
All right.
All right. So
That just made me feel stupider than I am.
seals versus sea
Oh,
lions.
fuck. Forget it. I fail.
Let's see, this one I don't know.
Really?
Sea
Okay,
lions
good.
are brown. They bark loudly. They walk on land using their large flippers, have visible ear flaps. Seals have small flippers, wiggle on their bellies on land, and lack visible ear flaps. Oh, that's pretty.
When are you ever going to need to know that?
Because I love them so much.
Never.
They're so cute.
We're being attacked by a sea lion. Actually, buddy, that's a seal that's about to kill us.
All right.
Oh, they're so cute.
Take it down, Nadav. Here you go, Christine.
All right. So hold on. Let me see this. A seal waddles on the floor, Fuck your mother. The sea lion is brown and has visible ear flaps. I had to write this down so that I recall.
What do you
That
think?
Tom.
What do you see?
That's an adorable fucking sea lion that I want as a pet.
Wow.
May I please have one?
Oh, did you boo boo?
Do they make good pets?
They're excellent home pets.
Because I went to the zoo and I saw a meerkat. And I was like, I want a meerkat. That'd be awesome. And then I did a bunch of research, and they're like, you do not want a meerkat.
I think
ever.
you definitely don't want either one of these anywhere near your home.
Well, that guy's on his belly.
What's that smell? Oh, I got a seal.
That smells
Can you imagine if someone?
I don't want you to think that's my vag. I have a seal.
Okay, I think I see ear flaps. I'm gonna go sea lion.
All right, and
Oh, did you poo poo?
Oh, God, they're so cute. I don't know. Can you tell a difference, Chris?
I already forgot the differences.
good.
That's a sea lion.
Okay.
Oh, did you poo poo?
Well, that one's got the flaps, though.
That's the flap.
So that's got to be a seal, right?
That's the seal. Oh my God, they're so cute. Oh, this is sea lion.
Sea lion. All right.
That one looks like it knows it's doing a photo shoot.
I know.
He's like, I am adorable.
He's like, I'm on the Nirvana cover. Look at me.
He totally is.
Here we go, Christine. You got number 1 correct. That is a sea lion.
Oh my God.
You got number 2 incorrect. That is a seal.
Oh.
You got number 3 incorrect. That is a seal. You got number 4 incorrect. That is a sea lion, not a seal. And you got number 5 correct.
Okay.
Sea lion.
This is not bad. 2 out of 5. Was that a D?
That's
No,
what they tell you to
It's not
go
even
for.
passing. I
Yeah.
failed.
That's what they tell you to go for in school. Get 2 out of 5.
Get 2 out of 5.
2 out of 5.
Hi, I hope you get this video response. The guy that did the shitting and gave the description of his shit, I would love to talk to him and hear from him. In fact, I would like to get some more videos of him taking a shit. I'm blind, and I just like this for fun. It's just a fun thing. And trying to find a friend on YouTube here that would understand and would be willing to share whenever he's got to take a dump. I always have enjoyed poop humor, and I like aviation videos on here as well.
What the fuck?
Well,
what a turn.
This led us down the blind hole, the blind rabbit hole of like because we were like, how do blind people know what they're into? And then of course the guy explained it very well in the last one. He was like, of course, your other senses are developed, and smell and touch and personality. But then this guy's what prompted it all, old shit eyes, they call him, because he's a blind man that just wants to hear guys take dumps.
How do you feel, Chris?
Disturbed.
Yeah.
I feel real disturbed. Can he just get like a fart machine?
I don't think that does it for him. He wants to know what you ate,
organic,
where you ate
table.
it. Yeah, when you and then he also doesn't want
he wants the origin
background
story.
noise. Like, I don't want to hear laughing and chatter. Like, make sure it's real clear.
Here's our.
Yeah, he doesn't want you to be sick either.
No, he doesn't.
Oh, so he wants it solid. No.
Well, it can be diarrhea. He just doesn't like. Somebody told. I guess somebody wanted to entertain him, so they took a laxative and they ended up throwing up. And he was like, I didn't like that.
He didn't enjoy that one.
Just the back door, not the front.
Yeah.
So but here's the deal: is that he claims that this is just quote for fun. It's a fun thing. Do you think it's possible that this is just a fun thing, or does it make his peener hard? I feel like it is sexual.
I think it's got to be sexual. Because,
Right?
it's still fun.
Right.
But
yeah, the one thing about him, we've watched a number of his videos, and we're never going to stop. But he never actually even implies arousal. It's very interesting the way he navigates the videos. He does it very matter of fact. Like, that was a great video. I'd love for you to send more, but never like expresses any. Most of the time, if it were something like somebody like, oh, I like watching someone pee, they'll be like, that was hot. Like, he never says.
Never.
There's never language that implies that he's aroused.
But do you think he just does that is he's just a good cover?
Yeah.
Well, that's
and
what,
then as soon as he turns off the camera, he's just
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
That's kind of my vibe.
Same.
Yeah.
He's pretending. He's
Yeah.
pretending he's just like a normal guy.
Yeah, this is
The
all very
video,
nice.
Oh, he's
Anthony
shirtless.
shitting, August 23rd, 2008.
He's shirtless.
I think
That was
this one got him.
Interesting. The audio was really great on that. Name is Bob. I wouldn't mind you doing some more videos like that and sending them to my channel. I like that kind of humor. It was fun.
Humor.
See,
A lot of
It's
these
fun.
videos on here is too much clutter and noise and stuff like that.
Don't like that.
And I'd be interested to know what you were showing in the picture since I'm a blind person.
So I only have one friend, Bob, and it's Kid Rock. So when everyone sends some Bob, I vision him. And so I just had this vision of fucking Kid Rock, like filming it.
Yeah. It's
He's so funny. Isn't his house really cool? I heard that his house
Yeah,
is
he
dope.
built a
the White House
he
duplicate.
built a White House. Yeah.
I went to it.
Yeah,
I
it's
went
great.
to it, and when it was under construction, and I was like, "Holy shit, it's pretty crazy, man."
That's rad.
He had my family up there. We had a show down there a couple months ago, and that's the Detroit home, but it looks very similar.
Oh,
to
so
that.
he's got two White Houses.
Yeah.
houses?
But there was a double wide,
Yeah.
and then one day I showed up and he was like, I went to the White House and decided I wanted one.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And he built it.
That's
and,
amazing.
Here, I've got a photo of it.
That's amazing.
But yeah, it's finished now, and it's I think Theo said it's 2 bedrooms and all party.
It was like something crazy square footage wise, and he's like, "There's 2 bedrooms here."
Yeah.
That's right.
Makes sense though,
And
because
you're
we
like-
don't have kids or
like, there's
family.
15,000 square feet, and there's 2 bedrooms.
There's 2 bedrooms. There's a bowling alley.
Yeah.
Great.
And then he's got 2
I feel like there was like a
guest
gun
houses
range or
on either
something.
side.
Yeah.
And the the garages are all his platinum records.
That's hilarious.
And it's pretty rock solid. Yeah.
He seems like a fun hang.
He's a great dude, man. He's super genuine. We don't agree on a lot politically, and he's completely fine with that.
That's great.
Like as opinionated as he is, he's very much like everybody believes something.
Yeah.
And
Everybody does believe something.
Hi, this is Bob.
Okay.
I'm doing a video from my webcam.
Oh, he's
appreciate you getting back with me the other night. You're one of the few that have, and I would appreciate your understanding and cooperation. Please do share whenever you got to take a shit. I like every shit is different.
Okay.
I like hearing loose ones, solid ones.
okay.
Farts.
Those farts too.
I don't want you to do the laxative thing anymore, obviously.
We learned our
When you
lesson
put
last
yourself
time.
Through. And of course, the throwing up part wasn't particularly my forte. I don't like hearing people throw up. It's scary to me.
Scary to me. Oh,
I'm about to throw up.
okay. Here you go, Christine.
Thank God.
You want to show Chris tell Chris what he's about to do?
Chris, I'm a curator of videos on TikTok. I like to showcase the marginalized communities, people that don't necessarily have a voice, okay?
okay.
I just want to get laid. Is there anybody real? Anybody real?
I mean, finally, someone just coming out and saying it. Usually the guys have a ploy, some kind
Yeah.
of thing.
See, you give him the Oculus, you don't see him again.
No, he's down the
Never
rabbit
again.
hole.
But he also looks like the guy that's on the side of the street with the sign that says, I'm not going to lie, I just want a beer.
Yeah, I like that guy, though.
Same guy.
Yeah.
For my friend Sharon from Alabama. How do you like me now, dog? Love it. Just got off work a while ago. Checking you out on take.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What?
Can I tell you like the real problem with this?
The tiny nipples.
That he uploaded it to like this is a video you send to Sharon.
Yeah.
That's my favorite
You
kind.
send her this and then it's fine.
Right. But I like it when they don't have an awareness.
When they
that
don't know.
This goes
Yeah,
out
this
to
is
the
for
public.
He
Sharon.
probably thinks he sent it to Kim.
Yeah, exactly.
He was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw that? Oh, shit.
Oh, bam. Damn.
And he's off work, but he's still sitting in his truck. So I wish he would go somewhere else, you know?
Yeah.
He
Could
can
you
go
imagine
anywhere.
being this dude's family? Like, how was your
Oh,
day?
man.
Well, I saw my grandpa's nipple on TikTok.
And then
How you like me now,
and he was
dog?
flirting and raising his eyebrow. Like,
Yeah. Anyway, I'm
a
gonna
cool
go
guy.
write a note and end it.
He's super
Pronoun
cool.
check. I recently changed my pronouns to they, she, and he. I like those used interchangeably.
All
What are
three?
your pronouns?
That's all.
But also, no one gives a fuck.
No one gives a fuck. But if they can be used, yeah.
I changed mine to all the available pronouns.
Yeah.
Like that's you're just all of them.
Don't make me decide. Like if you're gonna give me three
Yeah.
options, like fuck you. You decide, and then you tell me what to call you. Don't
And
make
also,
me choose
if
it.
you tell me all three, we're just all gonna say she.
Yeah, 'cause
and then
it's
you're
the
gonna be
obvious
like,
one.
hey, what's the deal, bro?
Yeah.
How come you keep saying she? Because you left it as an option.
Yeah, it's on the list.
So I have an update for everybody about my eyes because, you know, a lot of people have been saying, like, you know, why would you worry about the eyes, whatever. So I talked to the doctor and it was great. You know, he told me all the risks and complications that could come. So we are going to start doing my eyes. I'm like really excited about it and nervous all at the same time.
This is removal.
Yeah, I would hope so.
So, middle of February, I'll probably be going to get my eyes done. They're going to start around the orbital bone. So, like,
Don't make it closer.
all around here where the bone is.
Yeah,
and they
that's the
said
orbital
that
bone.
they're going to
Yeah.
try and, like, pull the eyelid up as much as they can to get as much as the black as they can. I will be getting ocular shields, but there's
I think I got the update. I think I'm good. Yeah.
But wait, why would a lot of people tell you don't bother with the
I
eyes?
think she's
Like,
saying that because maybe that the removal can damage. She's like, yeah,
Oh.
I'm gonna have protected, and they're gonna do it this way. You know,
I thought it was an aesthetic choice. She's like, it looks so good.
it
Just
doesn't
leave
look
the
good.
eyes.
You know what she's used to every day? She's used to every day someone going like
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's so fucking alarming.
Or asking what you did last night.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, no, this is permanent.
So crazy.
And then a 1,000 questions about
Yeah.
the fuck were
You
you,
do heroin?
thinking?
They're like,
yeah.
yeah.
How many drugs do you have to be on?
So she made that one video. I remember her. She
I
was
remember
like,
too.
she was like, yeah, people ask me about my face. I used to do a lot of drugs.
You're probably going to get to see her at that concert you're going to.
Oh, I hope so. Sisters of Mercy.
Oh God.
No, goths don't do this. Oh, there's David Gold,
One of those
7135.
days, things just didn't seem to go right today. Everything was a nightmare,
Oh.
and a lot of headaches and
Oh.
little fires I had to put out, but nothing really worked my way.
Oh.
Well, the workout.
That's it. That's where it ends.
He's working out.
It ends like that.
Yes,
Did
baby.
he die?
David Gold, 7135. He doesn't die. He does make horrible choices with his camera angles, and he's 70 years old, and he likes to tell you that he's in good shape.
And he
he's
works
just
out every
telling you
day,
what's up
and
with
he
his
tells
day.
you about his workouts.
And he makes like brisket and stuff. He's cool.
Okay.
I like his boobs.
More aggressive filling in of the black tattooing. Look at that's multiple needles at once. It's like a paintbrush.
You have tats, right? No.
Do you?
No, I don't have any tats, but it just feels like
Christina.
this.
I have one awful tramp stamp.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But this lane of like paint me in fully black is like
So cool.
I don't.
so intense.
There was a waitress at the 101 Cafe that for years.
Oh, in Hollywood.
That
we went on
was
a date
all
there.
tatted up to her neck. And I was there the day she came to the table and she was like, for the first time in my life, I regretted my tattoos today. And I was like,
Did she tell you why?
Kind of all in. She wanted to wear a dress.
Oh.
And she just realized, I think she just got to the age where she was like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe
Yeah.
I should have given myself an option.
Yeah, that full ink, like where there's just like black ink for a whole region of my body. Or
Yeah.
Well, so
what's her name has done that?
Yeah, so Kat Von
Kat
D.
Von D is
she did this to
fully
her arm.
blacked out.
Well, I think she wants to do it to both arms and a leg. She has it on.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Is that-
but what she said is like, look, I got these tattoos when I was really young and I was using drugs, and now I'm this mom and I'm mature and I want
Look
to
at
cover up these tats. I mean, it looks cool though. There's one where she like twirl, like you can see it. I mean, it looks cool. She can do that though. Cause she's Kat Von D, goth mistress, awesome town.
Is that her foot? Those are her feet right there on the left.
That had to hurt
maybe,
so
yeah.
bad.
I know she's right.
Well, it says tattoo ideas, right?
I'm not sure.
Is that her?
So she has
Damn.
arms fully blacked out.
I also don't get like what, because usually like tattoos are a design or a phrase or something, and you're like, yeah, this is like an expression, but if you just go like, I just put black ink on like, what are you expressing there? What is, I mean, I guess you could say that's an expression itself.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
That's her leg right there. Yeah, yeah. Look at her left leg.
Mhm.
On that one.
I like it though. I'm telling you, she's kind of a bad.
Yeah, well,
bitch.
you're
Is
right,
that her
though.
back? Is she doing her back too? Is that her? She's covering her
Yeah.
back tattoo, so she's going full black. That's so. But I wonder too, does it fade over time? Does she have to go back and refresh it
Like
every
a couple
decade
years,
or
she's just
something?
gray.
Yeah, like does it fade?
Yeah, I think you have to, it definitely
Yeah.
fades.
'Cause
It
you-
definitely fades.
You
just
can't
gotta
go in the sun, I
Sharpie
imagine.
up before you leave.
I think she has her black card now. I think it's fair.
I mean, how is that not? I mean, I was kind of wondering that internally. Like, that's a little racial.
Felt like it first time I saw it.
Do you do blackface? No, I do black everywhere else
Yeah.
though.
And he said if it was caramel.
He said, yeah, he said caramel. She did like
Caramel's
a
the
brown
word. Yeah.
tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that is intense.
And listen, mad props to Kat Von D. I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, she's
she goes
badass.
full goth. Her house is full goth. She does like everything goth.
I feel
admire
like,
her.
So it's
though,
like the
that-
Munsters.
It's
kind of
so rad.
situation?
Can you go to her Instagram and just show like her kid is goth, the husband.
And
is
she still is an artist,
prayers.
right? She still does
yeah,
tats and all.
And she
like-
does music now. Her husband's a musician. She's a musician. As you can tell, I'm obsessed. I follow. There they are. They're fucking so awesome, dude. Mad respect. And there's that's her husband. He's
Yeah.
in a cholo goth band.
Okay.
Cult prayers.
Yeah, she's definitely cool as fuck. She's always been
Oh,
cool.
best.
Yeah.
Oh, you can see. Oh shit. Go close that. Right there. Yeah, that one you're holding. No, where she's holding up the shoes.
Her shoes, yeah.
You can see her arms clearly there.
Oh, yeah.
The upper sleeve on the left arm is totally inked out.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's gonna hold up.
I mean, I guess it's what you got to do if
Yeah.
you want to cover everything.
She
Yeah, she didn't like what she'd done earlier, so she decided to cover it.
That's why I never got a tattoo.
I know.
Was because I knew 20 years down the road, I'd be like, well, I don't like the Black Crows that much.
Yeah.
I know.
You know?
The fact that you could like see that, because that's the thing, is that people are like, I love this band, I love this movie.
Yeah. I
The
love
fact
this
that-
girl.
The girl is
the
like the most
girl.
common
Yeah.
one. But the fact that you were, even as much as I know how much you love the Black Crow, like it's just funny that you'd be like, no.
Yeah.
I know that.
But
that
wait a
this
minute.
might be-
Sadly, I've loved Bauhaus since I was 15.
Yeah, but
I
you
can
still,
still have
but you
the
didn't.
tattoo.
You didn't get them tattooed.
No.
That's the point.
Do you still love the Black Crows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
You
I'm
wouldn't
friends
get-
with them now. And I'm
that'd be so
sure if I
weird.
was like, yo, man, they'd be
Yeah.
like, you don't get to hang out with us
yeah,
anymore.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, you would not be like, hang out with me if someone has a tattoo of you on them. That you'd be like,
Yeah, like if someone was like, I got a tattoo, I'd be like, that's cool, man.
good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also know where you live.
Oh my God, dude. No thanks. Oh, this is ASMR. Cleaning out the ears. This Indian guy.
Just like the finger in the
I hate it.
That's
And
gotta
they also
hurt.
do this.
Couldn't hate
where
this
they put
more.
the finger in the ear. So strange.
I hate it.
How is that? How is he asleep?
I don't know. He loves
Probably
it.
just putting himself in
That
another
thing,
place.
That move where they actually put the finger in the ear.
No.
Can that make your
I would-
eardrum pop, or can't that hurt you?
I
the
don't think you
suction?
can get that deep in there.
Yeah.
But the suction.
I was blind from birth until just a few years ago, and I am answering some questions. So what shocked me the most when I got my eyesight, I have to actually say I did. What I looked like. I had no idea what I looked like, so I would go into stores with those mirrors on the wall, and I saw myself, and I actually said hello to myself because I thought I was a different person. And like I had a complete identity crisis because it's a little weird when you can't recognize yourself, right? It's kind of a little disturbing, like everything you knew about yourself is wrong. Okay. So yeah, that's a great question. Anyway, keep the questions coming in the comments and I will answer them as soon as I can.
Holy shit.
So she got her eyesight. So she just had an issue that because technology had progressed, they had figured out how to fix. And so she
You
gets
don't
her
know how
eyesight. It's a
lucky
great
you are
account.
right now. I would say once every 40 episodes, she pulls an interesting TikTok video. And this is one of those times. This is fascinating.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then she said they asked her a question like, "What are you surprised about other people?" And she's like, "I'm surprised that other people care about their appearance as much as they do, because I never did."
What do you mean? You just got shocked when you saw yourself. Of course you care about your appearance.
No, but I mean, like, people will be so obsessed about their imperfections
Yeah.
or whatever, and yeah.
Dude, I would be so disappointed.
If you first get, I would fucking.
Dude, if I saw myself for the first time now, I'd be like, motherfucker.
I'd walk into traffic if I saw myself for the first time. I seriously, if this was a rebel, I would be like, oh no.
Where does all this confidence come from?
Yeah. I've been talking shit. This is crazy.
I need to call a bunch of people and apologize. Well, let me see him first.
I'm so sorry. yeah, exactly.
Just going through Instagram, never talking to him again.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Ugo.
This is amazing. This one's amazing. I would follow this storyline. I'd love to watch more of these. Actually,
it's really interesting.
I'm married to a Filipina, and this is a rebuttal to a lot of the videos going around.
He looks like a guy that's
American
married
women
to a
complaining that men are going overseas to find themselves a poor, uneducated slave of a wife.
Oh my God!
And I just want to tell you, it's not like that at all.
No, it's not.
I've been married to my Filipina for 4 years now, and we've known each other 6 or 7 years. I've been going to the Philippines for many years.
Yeah, for what reason?
I didn't go to
Yeah.
find myself a wife. I
No?
went on vacation because it's an absolutely beautiful country.
And whores are
and
cheap.
The first thing you realize when you get off the plane is how great the people are.
Yeah.
You're right.
Do you suck dick on demand?
Yeah. This guy's full of shit.
Full of it.
Yeah.
This is how you have to. This is the narrative of the guy that doesn't.
First off, he
acknowledge what he's
called her
doing.
my Filipina.
Yeah.
Like it's a doll.
Doesn't have a
And it's the
name.
same spin as like the blind guy being like, I like fart videos, where they are putting out this message of like, I'm not into the
Yeah.
It just
sexuality.
happened that
I love the beaches
Yeah, it
there.
just happened.
The people are just
just vacation in the
wonderful.
Philippines.
These are people coming from an undeveloped or developing country. There's not a lot of extra money. It's
And I have
hard
money,
to come
so it
by
helps.
there.
Yeah.
But yet they're super happy because they have friends and family.
And they treat me
that's
nicely
the
because I
core
do have money.
And which
of
I
their
take them
culture
away from their friends and
is
family.
relationships with people that they love. So in turn, they're very kind. They're very caring. They're
very desperate.
affectionate, and they're super, super loyal.
Mainly because you keep them in a
And
basement.
Once you fall in love and get married with one, that's it.
That's it.
Like my wife says, you couldn't get rid of me if you tried. No, you're stuck with me forever.
That sounds more of like a
Still a
threat.
trash bitch.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Ooh, in North Korea, Chris, if you want to meet a lady in North Korea, you have to donate a bunch of money to the government, obvi. And once you get married, if you get divorced, you will have to take a job as a very low worker.
yeah,
You'll be
they
shunned by
reduce
society.
they reduce like your ability to earn income if you get a divorce.
Really?
And you have to give up your government housing. It's. I mean, it's cool.
I feel like it's the exact opposite in the United States.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I know everyone has their panties in a bunch right now about how I've licked my own excrement before.
What?
But I will say I do not do that anymore. I have learned, and if I do it, I make sure it's clean,
What?
usually. But I also don't do it with other people, so then I can't catch strep from them, and that's why I haven't gotten strep in over a year.
Duh.
Claps. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, first of all,
Who the fuck
she
was
is
that?
super cute.
Yeah.
And she licks her own excrement.
Yeah, she's I think an adult performer.
Oh, really?
I mean, here's the thing.
What's that handle?
Her account it intimates that she does, like, she talks about it, but you don't see her doing it, is what I'm saying. She'll be like, today I'm in London doing this and that.
And it's
But
always licking her own shit.
it's not always. She's just saying that I don't do it anymore, you know?
Where does that idea originate?
That's
Licking your own poopy?
It's not step 2. I'll tell you that. It's let's raise the stakes.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah. You got like when you're like,
pull
what else have I not done?
You know, I've been pulling my poop out of the toilet and looking at it.
Yeah.
What can I do now?
You
How
can't
is
read
it
it?
sterile? But how is she's like,
It's not.
it's never.
You can run a Clorox wipe over it all you want to.
Yeah.
never
It's still
sterile.
shit.
It's shit. And like she's like, it's been over a year since I got an infection.
Strep.
Really crazy.
And I
And then she
only
was like,
lick
oh, I
mine.
don't do it with other people now.
I do it myself. I do it alone.
Because there was a time when you had people over and we're like, we're licking shit tonight, folks.
And she got strep, but she doesn't do that anymore.
That seems like the least of your worries.
Yeah, that's that is a fucking.
I thought that was a cool one. You didn't like that one?
No, it's extremely
Interesting.
Yeah, it's
Her name
something-
is not Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish.
He Googled Billie Eilish.
No, I didn't.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, I'm trying to see
Billie
what the thing
Eilish.
is.
She's got a lot of followers, right?
She is cute.
Yeah, she's cute.
Could you imagine dating her? I mean, she brings you home. She's like, you know what I like to do when I get home?
Oh my God.
Smoke weed, lick shit.
Smoke weed, lick shit.
I mean, how about the high view one? Like over there, it's like 1.4. The first left, top left. Or sorry, second, yeah. Women try to cancel me. Why are they trying to? Oh, so maybe she's getting paid to do this stuff, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. Like
so
OnlyFans stuff.
Yeah.
Licking
Let's see.
caca.
What's your licking shit price? You're on TikTok. They're making offers.
It's gotta be up there. I mean, I know it's not going to be like the price of a car, but it's in the thousands. You know,
Lick Brown
for her. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Hate to say it.
Oh no, I'm saying like
for me.
Yeah.
No, dude, it's not happening.
2
I started
million.
fucking homeless guys. I stopped dating. I started fucking. Yeah, I mean, this is a wild animal. This child, this kid,
She's gonna end up
is fucking
in a
crazy.
documentary.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, if I'm signing up for OnlyFans, I want a fucking lunatic.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
she's crazy.
She's
as
perfect.
shit. Yeah, she's great.
No, she's a good time.
Yeah. What else?
I'm all about it.
Anything else here? I hate to say it, but life got a lot better when I stopped pursuing a medical career and started being a foul bird brain bimbo on the internet. She's great. How did you fucking... So what I want to see is what's the one that came out before she said, oh, people are giving me a hard time for licking my own excrement.
Yeah, that was
You know
a
what I
while.
mean?
There she is.
That's a response.
That's the caca.
Where's the caca?
He's on it. Right there. That's the caca when you're on it.
That is?
Click it, Nadab.
Okay.
Lexapro 5 milligrams. I started taking it when I got off my hormonal birth control.
No,
and my
this is not the
hormonal
one.
peak-
It's just the same background. So
Okay.
whatever has the same BG.
5 milligrams? That seems like a lot.
Of what? Lexapro?
Yeah.
No, it's not a lot. That's like a baby dose.
Because like 2 milligrams of Xanax is
That's
ridiculous.
a different.
Different.
That'll knock you the fuck out.
That's different.
2 milligrams.
Those
Of
bars, man. I used to take Xanax recreationally, as when in my 20s, and I just you lose so many days.
Yeah. 2 milligrams is up there. Well, look, you guys have your homework. Let's get to know this kid. Yeah. All right. Well, listen, you can watch Chris Porter's There's No Money in Babies right now. It's available right now on YouTube. Thank you for coming.
Oh, thanks for having me, man. It's good to see you
Good to
guys.
see you too.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, mommy.
I always be glassing. Jeans stay high and tight cause I never be sagging. All white lamb when I whip through the traffic. More moose soup, yep, thank you for asking. Terminator gun ain't shit you could tell me. Always do it big like bird crash your belly. F all the haters, don't fuck up my pronouns. These are zen, but I ask for it goes down. Before it goes down. You already know that my farce got the cream. Married my mom, got divorced in a week. Shout out to Ellis and shout out to Pete. Shout out to Bristol for ranking my shits. Come when I hug, tell her bye, then I dip. Get fucked by a ghost every time I do drugs. Stay holding my farce every time I make love. The fuck you doing, man? I got diarrhea, I got diarrhea. What the fuck you doing, man? I got diarrhea, I got diarrhea. What the fuck you doing, man? I got diarrhea, I got diarrhea. Taking sevens all day. You feel me, know what I'm saying? I'm poly and bi. Or flu agenda, I can hardly decide. I'm poly and bi. Or flu agenda, I can hardly decide. I'm poly and bi. Or flu agenda, I can hardly decide. I'm poly and bi. Bumping your mom's house in the car when I ride.
Did you like that full episode of Your Mom's House? Are your jeans as high and tight as they can be? I doubt it. Watch some more clips, dude. Look at that one. Watch that one right here. Or maybe here. Maybe here. Maybe, maybe you should subscribe. That way, every time a new video gets posted, you'll be notified. Stay in the know, jeans. Subscribe now.